Yeah, obviously not good enough on Sunday. Really, these past 3 weeks, got to be better. We're working hard at it. The run defense last week, I think, was one thing that we got to continue to work at. We've looked at some different things we can try to do to help our guys from a technique standpoint, from a scheme standpoint, finding answers for them to put them in the best positions to be able to do what we need to do to stop the run and then improve this red zone defense. Like we had some opportunities in the red zone, got them third down, and weren't able to get some stops there. But again, I'm confident in the group. I'm confident in the guys, confident in our staff. We're working, putting our head down, and hopefully we can get some better results here moving forward.
Last week, I'm sorry. I think after the previous game, you said it was probably your worst tackling performance. Where was the tackling last week versus that?
Yeah, I thought there were some improvements in the tackling. There were some misses, obviously, that showed up. Something we got to continue to work at. We're drilling, finding different ways to drill it. It's different for different positions. Everybody kind of approaches the ball carrier in different ways. So something we got to continue to work at and drill every single day and continue to improve.
Shane, do you think what are you seeing out of Monangai, from what he did last week?
Yeah, both those guys, really, really good runners. I think they're really good up front. They do a really good job in the run game, good scheme. They have their wrinkles off of it. They get downhill. It's going to be a really big challenge for us.
Shane, do you think teams are running the ball at your corners and your DBs? Like the run defense numbers, when you break them down, it's like 8-9 yards a carry outside and 3 or 4 in the middle.
Yeah, we've seen some more perimeter stuff here these past couple weeks. I think even some of those downhill runs that they run where they come in, everybody's kind of coming inside to block the most inside threat to try to get that thing to potentially bounce out there. But yeah, we have seen a little bit uptick here these past couple weeks in the perimeter runs.
Were you good with the effort at the end? And look, there were some plays where.
Yeah, I felt like I felt like they battled. I mean, there's a couple plays here and there, a couple guys here and there that we point out, but overall I felt like they battled. Again, we got to start faster. I felt like we got our footing there in the middle of the game, and then just the ability to finish late, right? The ability to finish late. They ran the ball, I don't even know how many times in a row there late in the game, and it's got to find ways to get it stopped.
Obviously, the tackle attempt by Deontay at the end kind of was highlighted by it leads to a touchdown. What do you say to him about that? Like, how do you make sure that doesn't happen again for him? Yeah,
I think it started with just the angle to where he had to fit, right? And then he got caught kind of moving backwards to make it right. And again, we just got to make sure that we're wrapping up, bringing our feet, and try to eliminate these solo tackles. I know they come, but we got to make sure we're getting hats to the ball and try to eliminate some of those as well.
Shane, with Burns,
scheme standpoint, how much can you adjust other than just putting more bodies in the box? Like you talked about technique and scheme adjustments. Like how much adjustment can you make in that?
Yeah, I think obviously you have different numbers. The way you want to pressure potentially could change. Again, it can go both ways. You can pressure behind some things and get caught, and they can burn you. But different things front-wise that we can do, maybe changing up the front, what techniques we're playing in different fronts, whether it's 4 down, whether it's 5 down, and then the technique we're playing with at each position. It can kind of vary. All things we looked at Monday, we're trying to give our guys the best chance to get out there and be successful, whatever that is, scheme, technique, whatever we got to do.
Shane, with Burns, he just seems to show up every week with an impact play. Can you speak to the season he's having at this point?
Yeah, I think it started in the off season. I do. He's been a total pro since he's been here, but had a really good off season, had a really good training camp, and it's translating for him. And he continues to make the most of his opportunities. He's got a knack for getting to the quarterback right now, finding the football. Hopefully that continues for us because he's been a big impact player for us.
When you say a guy has a good offseason, specifically, because we're not seeing what these guys do in the offseason. We see them in practice and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just think the intention of which they go about their business day to day, right? How they show up, the extra time they put in. Like we only have them so much during the off season, so the extra time they put in, I think the lead by example from him showed up a lot for us, just in terms of effort and the way he practices, and all that stuff translates. Like, you can't discount how you practice and then expect to go perform in a game, and obviously it's showing up for him.
Just one more on him. He is not, for everything he's done in this league, Carolina and here so far, he has not been rewarded with the results, so to speak,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yep.
team results. What does it say about a guy who goes that relentlessly, constantly, and just had the offseason you spoke about, when when you're not winning?
Yeah, I mean, can't say enough good things about him. Ultimate teammate, like ultimate team guy. He wants to win more than anybody. I can assure you that. And he's doing everything he can to get us over this hump.
Your pressure rate last week was the lowest it's been all about blitzing all year. How much of that was you thought you can win up front against that 49ers team and then banged up on the line? How much is it? Are you also trying to balance protecting your back end? And obviously, you're shorthanded.
Yeah, I mean, I think in every week you kind of go in looking at what you're going to have to play against. I think there's multiple things that kind of come into play on first, second down with that. Just in terms of where you're sending guys, how they're attacking. Again, a unique offense who changes the picture a lot pre-snap. Like they try to create angles, they try to create numbers with all the stuff they do pre-snap. So there's a lot of adjustments that come involved with that, and it gets a little bit more when you start adding guys in the mix in terms of pressure. But it's something we look at every week and just feel like what we're able to do, run game, pass game, all things that are complementary to both.
You're able to do more though when you get somebody like hopefully Flott will be back. Potentially Holland.
Yeah, that comes in.
But does it allow you as a defensive coordinator to do more?
I would say yes. I mean, I think that comes into play. I do.
I don't think we asked you last week. What did you think of Carl Banks saying that Dexter needed to play better, and how do you think Dexter handled it?
Yeah, I mean, Dexter does a lot for us. He does. He puts his body on the line every week. He takes on a lot of double teams. I think he's doing everything he can to get out there and make plays for us. I mean, he's one of our leaders. I think the guys look to him. He's a battler. Again, I wish he had more production as well, and it's going to come. It is. But he's dealing with a lot of hands every single snap. I think it's just based on where he lines up, and naturally at that position, just the ability to get hands on him is a little bit easier than some of these other guys. So, I mean, I love Dex. I'm glad he's here. Glad he's one of us. And, again, he's trying to lead us out of this as well.
Big picture, not just who you guys have right now, but you guys are invested a lot in the safety position. Obviously, Javon's missed a couple games, but what are you seeing out of those two guys? Because it feels like they should be playmakers for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get Javon back out here. We'll see where he's at as the week goes. I mean, that's the league, right?
But I mean, from a season perspective.
Yeah, I think they've done some good things. I do. I think they both have done some good things for us. I think Dane's done a really good job since he's been in there. Obviously, transitioning, taking what he's done special teams and bringing it over to defense. So, again, we want all those guys to be able to make plays back there. We got to create some situations where we can have the opportunity to make some plays back there.